If you're anything like I used to be, you put off getting your oil changed. I always did it for one of two reasons. I either didn't have enough time or I didn't have enough money. Well, I'm here to share with you how fast, easy, and how much money you can actually save by changing your own oil. By the time we're done, you're going to know what supplies you need, when you should change your oil, and how to do it. So let's get started. When should you change your oil? The common practice is every 3,000 miles or every 3 months. And really, if you're not quite sure when the last one was, it will never hurt to do it sooner rather than later. The supplies you will need are, I have most of them here, but the few that I don't have, which I gave you all these pictures before we started, is the one on page 2 on the bottom. There's a jack, and more importantly is a drain pan to put your used oil. After that, we have a wrench. Most commonly, you'll need a 5/8 inch or a 9/16. You can also use a socket wrench if you prefer. You'll need a oil filter wrench. We got, of course, the new oil. 5 quarts is pretty typical, but you can check your owner's manual to see exactly what your engine needs before you get started. We have a new oil filter. The way you find these is at any automotive store or even at Kmart, Walmart, anywhere that sells car supplies. They have books, and you go in there with the year, the make, and the model of your vehicle. You look it up, and they will give you a number. This one happens to be L34631. They have one that matches every vehicle. You will also need latex gloves, could get messy, rags, and a funnel. After you have all of that, you're ready to get started. We're going to want to find a safe place, especially if you have to use the ramps. Now, not all vehicles need to use ramps. I have a truck, plenty of clearance underneath, so I don't have to worry about it. I can get in there and do what I have to do. If you have a short rim base where you're close to the ground, you'll have to find a place you can put it up on the ramps or jacks. A garage is nice to have to put it in, obviously since it's cold outside, but anywhere flatter is better. And then once you have your place where you're going to do it, we will look for your oil pan. So you want to get under your car, and again, page 1, the top picture of an oil pan and a drain plug. That's really what we're looking for. All of the oil pans, they may look a little different, but the drain plugs are the same. Once you locate that, you're going to want to take your drain pan and slide it underneath right around there. Get your gloves on and your wrench. Get that drain plug. It might be a little tight. You want to get that off. And once it gets loose enough where you can use your fingers, you're going to want to do that because the oil is going to start coming out and pouring out pretty fast once the drain plug comes off. You want to be quick. So once you get the drain plug off and the oil is draining, it's time to locate your filter. Again, filters are pretty much all look the same. In this one, while the oil's draining, you can see the blue one there. The other picture, this one, happens to be yellow. They all have the basic shape. Colors are different depending on the manufacturer. The one I have happens to be white. So when you find that, you want to wait and make sure that your oil is all drained out of the pan. It's not dripping from where the plug came out anymore. Then you can take this off. You grab your wrench and it slides on the bottom here. Once that's on, it gives you enough leverage to turn it. Now there's not very many threads in here, so once you crack that seal, you can usually turn it by hand. You just take it out. You want to make sure that it's up. The threads are up when you pull it out. And then when you get to your oil drain pan, you flip it over upside down. Because oil will come out of it, you want to have it in a safe place so you don't get oil all over the place. After you're done getting the old one, you want to grab your new one. An important step that's often forgotten is to greasing the rim here. So take your oil, it can be the old or new, and still have your gloves on, and just put a little dab around the edge. So once you got that on there, you can put it in, because that'll help make a nice tight seal. Tighten it up as tight as you can. Hand tightening's fine. By this time, the oil's all drained out. We can go back to that drain plug. Put it in. Now on this one, you want to make sure that the drain plug is a proper seal. Get up there and tighten it. Give it a couple good yanks. So when the drain plug is in, you're all done underneath the car. You can clean up, get your drain pan out, and whatever other goodies you left down there, and go and pop your hood. So in the hood, we're looking for the cap to put the oil in. Hopefully most of us have already put oil into our vehicles. If not, you're looking for the cover that has the little oil can on it. That's where you put the oil in. So we're going to take our cap off, put your funnel in the hole, and insert your oil, 5 quarts. Put the cover back on, and your car is good to go. That is how easy it is to change your oil. So we have, hopefully by now you know what supplies you need, when to change your oil, and how easy it really is. I hope next time you'll take a few minutes to change your own oil, because your filters will cost you about $3.50 to $4. Your oil will cost, if you buy a gallon and a quart, maybe $14. So it can really save you about $200 a year per vehicle to change your own oil. And you don't even have to make an appointment to do it. So thank you, and I hope you learned.